So obviously kind of a weird time for you for all of this to happen, because you were kind of coming off these days going #1, releasing a new song, wrapping up the tour with Chris Lane, and then getting out on the road with Brad Paisley. And then boom, everything kind of came to a halt. So I saw a couple of videos. Obviously you still got to go out and play shows with Brad, but where was your head at when all of that kind of came to a front?
Well, so I found out we were all in Moose Jaw when we found out the tour was getting canceled. And I mean, I'm like a big news junkie. So I had been like hearing about this over in China, and like my whole family was like, this is coming to North America and the entire world. So I had like kind of wrapped my head around like this being a possibility, but not like the severity of it. So I was really bummed, to be honest. And it was like the same day I found out our wedding was getting postponed, my bachelorette weekend was getting postponed, like all this stuff kind of all at once. But at the same time, like I had a tiny little cry fest, and then I was like, you know what, none of like this is so small things compared to like my family's health and Jake's family's health, my friend's health. It just doesn't matter. So we'll do it when it feels like, when the time is right and when it's safe to do it.
Yeah, there's nothing more important than your health. End of story. And it's funny, you know, this has made me realize that more than ever, because I generally haven't, not that I've not cared, but I've maybe not taken my health as seriously as I do now.
Same. Like I mean, I think because we're young and like, genuinely, like I think we probably eat healthy and work out a lot, but this has like doesn't matter. I don't think.
No, not at
and
all.
It's funny, like every little like sore little tickle I get, I'm like, what is that? And it's like, I mean, there's still colds going around and everything. And
oh, I know it's so scary. And I have asthma, and I was talking to Jess Moskalik about that the other day, because she also has asthma. So I'm literally terrified to go out of the house. And I know that's not as severe as a condition as like other people that have pre-existing, but I feel like when I'm going for a walk, if I pass someone on the sidewalk, I have to like go on the other side of the road.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's smart. So are you going outside at all, or?
Not really, no.
Have you got groceries or anything?
I get them delivered. And I literally Steven and I were on the front step the other day, and we were out front, it was sunny. And here I was like sitting on the ground with Lysol wipes, wiping down our bananas and everything. And he was like, what a time we're in. And I was like, yeah, no kidding.
It's so weird. Like it doesn't feel real. Like it feels like a bad sci-fi movie or something.
I know, but it's real life, and that makes it even scarier. But I think that I love seeing how everyone is supporting staying home and making the most of it. I saw you were doing a radio tour just from your living room with Jake.
Yeah, we've been like, well, that's another thing. Like I was in the middle of my US radio tour, which like has been something I've been working towards for like 8 years. Like, so it was just like, shit, like, of course, why is it happening? And the first couple of days I felt like I was really like selfish about it. I'm like, oh, my plans are getting canceled and this isn't fair. And I'm like, no, every single person in the entire world is worse off than I am in certain situations where like lots of my friends have lost their jobs, and it's just like heartbreaking.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys obviously had to postpone your wedding. Have you set a new date, or are you just gonna kind of wait and see?
We're gonna kind of wait and see. I mean, like if we can get married this fall, maybe we'll do that. But I don't know, like, you know, I don't even think it'll be this fall, because by the time we find out if it's like allowed to happen or if it's safe to happen, we won't have enough time to like re-book all of the right people or the venue or anything like that. So.
Well, I mean, the important thing is that you guys just love each other and want to get married. So that all of that's kind of as much fun. And
we might like go and like elope somewhere and just call it a day. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in love, that part, you can always have a party and celebrate you guys getting married. That doesn't change. But if you just want to get married and you're in love, then you can do that anytime. You could literally do it right now and have someone do it on the internet.
I know. I have seen a couple of those. I don't feel like I'm like into that. I mean, it's cute, but it's not for us. But what about you guys? So you,
well,
like your plans?
We don't know. We had a trip planned for Hawaii in like a week and a half. So obviously that has gotten canceled. And we were kind of thinking, like, when we originally got engaged, we were like, well, maybe we'll just get married when we're in Hawaii, just the two of us, and have like our pictures there and everything. Obviously that's not happening. So yeah, we're kind of in the same boat. I totally respect people that have weddings and stuff. I just am not a girl that dreamed of having a big wedding or anything like that. So honestly, it gives me anxiety thinking of having to plan a wedding. So I'm like, I don't have to do that.
I will tell you that like it does cause a lot of anxiety and like the odd argument between the two of us, just because, you know, it's like, there's just like a huge list of things to do. And I'm not really a girl either who has like thought about her wedding, but I didn't want to, I wanted to be able to like have all my close people and party with them basically.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be like a wedding. It could be like a little bit different, but the list of stuff that you just need, like even for a smaller wedding, is massive and it's stressful. So.
No kidding. And that's kind of how we are at, because you know, for Steven, like most of his family is here, but some of it's in Canada. For me, all my family and friends are in Canada. I have some in the States scattered. So the thing is, you know, even if you had a little celebration at your house, it's going to have to be kind of a big thing, because a lot of people are going to have to come in for it wherever you're having it.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to do it in Canada?
We were, and I feel really bad because everyone had like booked flights and stuff, but I know like airlines are working with people. But yeah, we were gonna do it in my parents' backyard. So that's the one actually good thing, is like,
that's good.
Venue, even though we had a backup just for like weather, but the main venue, I can do it any time of year. So that's
so
nice.
Cool. I love that. And so as far as you two, I feel like, are you guys playing music together more than normal just because you're in the house together, which I love seeing, by the way?
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like, we kept that. So when we met writing, and we wrote quite a bit together. But then when we started dating, I don't know, like his music's a different style than mine, mine's a different style than his. So we just kind of like kept that separate. But now we can't do anything with anybody else. So we're like, I guess we're playing music together. So we've been doing a lot. Like, we're doing the radio tour. So we did a couple performances on that today and yesterday. And then we recorded like another acoustic video just for socials and stuff like that. And so we're just playing a lot of music, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, that is fun. And it's also, I mean, as being a creative person, having someone there with you to kind of feed off of that too is probably helpful to keep you more sane during this.
Totally. And it's just nice to like, even I've been doing like Zoom writes and stuff like that too. And just to have him to like play the songs for after, even though we did that before, it just feels different because we're stuck in the house.
Yeah, no kidding. And you know what? It's so, I have to say, like, I know you said earlier that you have some friends that have lost jobs and stuff. We're so fortunate. I know you can't go out and play live shows, but as a writer, and you know, you have your socials and stuff, we're really fortunate that we're able to kind of continue doing what we're doing during this time, which is, you know, a privilege for sure.
Totally. And it makes you like be a little bit more creative. And I think like, I can't remember who I was telling, but like, I'm definitely seeing my social numbers grow so much during this time, because I think people are really on their phones and at home, and, you know, like looking for positive stuff online instead of all of the news. They can kind of like weigh you down eventually.
Definitely. I know, I had to turn it off.
Like, I mean, I want to, like, I listen to like so much news that it's crazy, but I had to turn it off like for a couple of days because I was like getting really bad anxiety.
Me too. I want to stay informed, but too much of it is overwhelming.
Like, enough that you like know what rules we all have to follow and like where the world is right now and what's going on, but like not enough where it's gonna like wreck your day. I mean, that sounds so bad because so many people are like sick, but it does just like give like you anxiety and depression kind of.
Yeah, definitely. So as far as music, I have to ask, because I feel like it was, I don't know, now I don't even know how long ago it was, maybe a month or so ago, that Kelsey Ballerini posted that she had like a list of her favorite women in music that she's been listening to. And I was scrolling through and I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, Mackenzie.
No. So what's that?
You know her?
I do know her. Yeah. So, we kind of like, we're not like super, super close friends, but I probably like 8 years ago, we wrote together, and this is before like she even had a record out or a single out. So that was really fun. And then Morgan, her husband, him and I hosted like the international CMA stage. I guess it was like a long time ago because he's from Australia, I was from Canada, so there was like all the international people. And so I met him that way and was friends with him, and then we've all kind of just been friends then. So that was so sweet of her. Like, it's really cool to see somebody with her, you know, fan base and like just her fame level always like pay it back to other people too. It's really nice.
Yeah, I love seeing that too. And I also just love seeing women supporting other women, because I feel like when I was growing up, in my like teen years, which is same as yours, but I feel like girls didn't do that a lot. It was, you know, there was so much jealousy, and it was like, oh, if one girl's doing this, I have to do better, and I can't be excited for her. And I feel like that wave is really kind of changing, and it's so cool to see.
The stereotypes of like women not supporting each other, like that bothers me, because like for me and my friends, I just feel I want the best for them. I mean, I want the best for me too, but I also want the best for them. Like, they're like my family. So it is really cool. And I think like that has changed, and like it's more like acceptable now to support everybody, and that's so nice.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously I know you have more music to come. Have you guys put a pause on anything, or what's the plan?
Well, I don't know yet. Like, I don't know the plan on when the record's coming out. I'm supposed to go into the studio. So my producer's studio, he has like one room, and then there's a separate room for the vocal booth.
Like
so we were like making fun. I was like, I'm gonna bow to you through the glass, and I'll sing. And so I think we might do it that way. So it's a little bit like less personable, and you know, not how I envisioned creating the full record, but I do want to get it out. So we'll see. I don't know if it's going to be out this summer anymore, but it'll be out this year for sure.
It's nice that you still have that option, because you can be in 2 different rooms to get it done.
Yeah. So that's really nice. I think the plan is for me to go in like any day now and just try to cut a song at least.
Nice. That's awesome. That's exciting. And that's stuff that'll keep you busy and keep your mind focused on still moving forward even during all of this.
Yeah. And like, you know, it's been a lot of work to like build up to where we are now. And I just really hope that like there's not a pause on it, just to like keep the momentum going, and just I want to release music. Like, I have so many songs I've been sitting on forever that it's like, no, I can't wait another like 3 months. It's horrible. So we'll see. I hope so.
Yeah. Well, we'll just keep watching your socials and being entertained by you and Jake play music together.
Yeah. We've like got onto TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
Hey, I downloaded it yesterday. I was like, for the longest time, I'm like, I'm never doing this. And then I broke yesterday, and I downloaded it. I played with it for like 5 seconds, and I was like, this is fun.
It's fun. It's not like so user-friendly. Like, it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
But it is hilarious. Like,
I know. I think I just want it for my amusement. I don't think I even need it for anybody else's.
I know. Well, when my team first was like, you gotta get on TikTok, and I was like, yeah, cool. They're like, it's so fast. It's like super simple. And I got on. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, these are like skits. Like, this needs to be funny. Like, I've worked on some of mine for like an hour.
That's so funny. I know. I was doing a friends one yesterday just to send to my friends, and I was like, I know this show so well, but I redid the line like 10 times, and I was like, if anyone was watching me right now, it would be way less funny.
I know, but there's some really funny ones out there.
I know, so good. Well, thanks for doing this.
Oh my gosh, of course, thank you. I appreciate it.